It's time for Bet On It, brought to you by Warhorse Sportsbook, the best place in Nebraska to place your sports bets, whether it's in Lincoln or in Omaha. Warhorse Sportsbook has you covered. Straight bets, live bets, parlays, props, whatever you can think of. They've got nearly every major sporting event covered. Make sure you get to warhorsecasino.com for a full list of details, house rules, and all sorts of promotions they have going on at both locations throughout the year. DB.
Yeah, babe.
I'd like you to bet on something for me.
Okay, what's that?
I've got 2 quarterbacks.
Oh, boy.
Freshman quarterbacks.
Okay.
One.
I'm waiting for, so we got to, where's my guy? Jed said he sent me something, but I don't have it yet. He has some info on freshman quarterbacks.
One's a redshirt freshman.
Okay.
One is Dylan Raiola, true freshman. Okay.
Okay. Damn it, I don't have it yet. Okay, go.
If you had to bet which quarterback had better stats between Dylan Raiola and Nico Iamaleava, we'll go category by category. You ready?
Yeah.
Completion percentage.
Dylan.
Yards.
Dylan.
Touchdowns.
Nico.
Interceptions.
Lower as having
Who's
fewer?
lower? Who's lower? Who's better?
Dylan.
And let's go yards per attempt.
Nico.
Okay. Completion percentage, 67% for one Dylan, 65.7 for Nico.
Okay, got that right.
Yards. This is the one I thought you were going to go Nico because of all the prolific whatever. 13.58 for Dylan. 12.19 for Nico.
I felt good about that.
Touchdowns. You said Nico.
Yep.
7 touchdowns for Nico, 9 for Dylan. Yards per attempt. You said Nico.
Yep.
How much do you think the gap is? Because you're right, it's Nico. What would you think the gap is?
It's less than a yard.
Half a yard.
Yeah.
I think there's a perception that Nico has been really, really good this year.
How about your boy, though? Am I pretty smart?
That was pretty good. I was impressed.
Thank you.
I thought I was going to get you on yards.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get you on yards.
I
think there's a perception that Nico is...
I like when you go on these kind of let's not get twisted. It's because you're selfish and you like being right.
100%, yeah.
But you've been on this.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've done a lot of work with the freshman deal. So I'm playing in your wheelhouse now.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with these numbers.
So this is why I say, though, that if you feel like, because this has been my whole narrative, if you feel like Nebraska is truly leaving points out there on the field, don't be discouraged, be encouraged. Because while he's pretty good,
he's only going to get better.
He's only going to get better.
Only going to get better. He's only going to get better.
I'm just he's only going to get better.
100%. He's like, this is.
And I get it. So let's say you're like, oh man, this isn't Northern Iowa. This is Indiana. The thought process is still the same though, because your as a coach, you look at it like leaving points out on the field is not a positive. Maximizing trips in the red zone is. So let's say you're not wasting points. You're generating them in maybe what would be fewer opportunities.
Sure.
So you always want to be more efficient.
Yeah.
Nebraska will learn. You can be more efficient against better opponents. You may not have as many opportunities, but you certainly can be more efficient.
And
so I wouldn't I'm just trying to get you to kind of look at it as how you have to coach it.
Well, I think we've asked that question a couple times. I think you asked it today. I think I asked it last week, or vice versa. I don't remember which. But we asked the question, okay, how do you weigh the
there it is. I got it.
improvement that we expect from Dylan Raiola versus the increased level of competition, right? Because that's the $1 million question here.
Yeah.
Is will the improvement from Dylan offset the improvement in the level of competition? And if it does, Nebraska's in really good shape, right? And if it doesn't, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle to score the rest of the year. Those are the outcomes.
Yeah.
Right? And it's probably somewhere less concrete than either one of those. It's probably going to be sometimes that, like against, let's say, UCLA, who is not good, then his improvement will be obviously better than the level of competition in that game. It's not going to be a linear path to, hey, this is how it goes. Now it's up here.
I know exactly what you're saying.
But I think you're looking at, for me personally, I easily think Dylan's improvement will outweigh the strength of schedule increase.
So this chart is similar to yours, except he's gone in much, much, much more detail. This bad boy is impressive. He went all the way back to 16. So 16, that was the, Shea Patterson, Jacob Eason, Jalen Hurts. Remember Felipe Franks, Dwayne Haskins.
KJ Costello was super highly rated in that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, look at you. You got the same thing going.
Yep.
So I'm not saying, hey, Dylan is going to be X guy. What I'm saying is, if you like where he is now, we've just gone through these statistics the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
If you like where he's not going to, this is just my opinion, he's not going to get worse. Mm-hmm. He's too good a talent. And he's too, some guys are missing something, like either their preparation or their football acumen or he's not missing that.
And for the most part,
he needs just more reps.
For the most part, the guys at this level that are this level of recruit, they've been evaluated as this level of prospect, they don't, if they perform, and especially if they perform early, they typically don't regress.
Yeah.
Typically, right? You've got a couple. You can make an argument that Christian Hackenberg regressed over the course of his career. But even guys we don't like, Josh Rosen got better and better.
Oh, I know.
He was good as a freshman. Yeah. 3,300 yards, 60%, 20 touchdowns, 9 picks. He got better and better.
Sam Howell got better. Spencer Rattler got better.
We didn't love Jacob Eason. He ended up really good at Washington, didn't he?
Oh, I know. How about Rattler?
Yeah. There's a lot of these guys, almost all of them.
And who did he do that under?
Rattler?
Yeah.
I think it was a guy named Marcus Satterfield. Yeah. Does he sound familiar? Anyway, there's most of these guys that were good early didn't regress.
I got to get into
especially at this level.
Now he's got me distracted because I want to get into, what guy I'm interested in?
Yeah.
Jackson Dart.
Ooh, I don't have his.
So there's a couple guys on here, and it's like squirrel, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm captivated, but I want to get into the whole. I'm gonna really break. So I want to break down Klubnik, Jackson Dart, and I'm still not sure what I'm getting out of Minchie at Notre Dame, because isn't he supposed to be pretty good?
That's what they're saying. Klubnik hardly played at all as a true freshman, by the way.
I know.
46 pass attempts.
And because remember when they sprinkled him in late and everybody's like, oh, he's the future. Get DJU out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember vividly.
Yeah.
That's why I want to get into it. Because now apparently Klubnik is back.
Yeah, but he's good now. Wasn't good last year.
And I still don't know about Jackson Dart.
I don't either. I didn't love it when he went there.
No, I know. But we gave
Lane Kiffin the benefit of the doubt
credit because he had stockpiled so many good quarterbacks. I mean, he had 2.5 good quarterbacks on his roster.
Yeah, and we ended up with Jackson Dart.
So, clearly those guys liked being there because normally good quarterbacks don't go there and chill.
No, not at all.
And he just kept stockpiling.
But I think he's. I mean, he kind of did that at Alabama too when he was the OC.
Yeah.
He's kind of a guy that quarterbacks like being around. He has this reputation as sort of this quarterback guru, quarterback whisperer. And so I think guys will be a little more patient with that, especially if they have a relationship with the coach, have a good relationship with the coach. But I get not only historically, but even against guys currently that we think are pretty good, Dylan's way ahead of the curve. Way ahead of the curve.
Oh,
I would bet that,
and that's not even being a
being a homer. That's why I'm using numbers.
It's just data.
That's why I'm using all numbers. I haven't said anything about how I think he is yet.
Okay, so can I go back to something with this?
Yeah.
Are you surprised that we're kind of hearing this? I don't love our receivers and backs now.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I think you saw me probably make a face when Sam said skill position.
He's not the only.
He's
one.
not.
I've been hearing this for 3 weeks now.
I've been on that with the running backs from the start. I've always said they were just fine.
Yeah, because you're a hater. But anyway.
Not a hater, just a pragmatist. But I don't totally understand the issue.
You cannot use my word against me.
That's my favorite thing to do.
Mr. Pragmatic.
That's Bet On It, brought to you by Warhorse Sportsbook. You can bet that Dylan Raiola is going to keep getting better and better. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lulo. Stephen Means to talk Ohio State coming up next.